One beautiful thing about Aamir sir is that he listens to everybody, every single person. You know, I have been with him for 5 years.
Yeah.
I have heard so many bold questions asked to him. Sometimes I felt that, will Aamir sir say, please get out of the room? Like, itna harshly log पूछते हो. Tendulkar actually went, got it checked and figured out he was right. He was a waiter in Chennai Taj.
But there's a very famous statement which goes in the industry where actor says that we are directors, actors. What do you mean by that? You are a director, but yeah. So
Director's actor as in, what does it mean?
They say no, we are not acting. We do whatever director says us to do.
If somebody says that, I'll be scared to work with him.
Planning this to send Oscar and all. इसको भी भेजने का plan है आप लोगों का?
I have no idea. Boss will decide everything. मैं कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला भाई, बस release होने दो.
Tell me the selection of the cast, the 10 people that we have, you know.
So that we have to cast real people, right?
Yeah.
And I was asking Aamir sir for the confidence. So you're looking at 100 actors who have to be trained in basketball, who have to be comfortable in the camera, to select about 10 Sitaare and all the other actors. So it was a fabulous journey. It would have taken us at least 10 months of casting, workshops.
What was the way of rejecting and accepting a person in this role? Because it doesn't, it has nothing to do with the acting.
Actually, that was one of the most emotional moments,
Yeah.
most traumatic moments for me. We are doing this film with a very pure intention, but we have only 10 people, and each of the 10 people have got a personality,
Traits.
a trait and a character, way they look, their height, everything is designed.
एंड फाइनली जिस फिल्म की चर्चाएं हर गली कूचे से होकर हमारे फोन्स तक आई, सितारे ज़मीं के डायरेक्टर बिल्कुल मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं. प्रसन्ना जी, वेलकमिंग यू टू फिल्मी बीट. आज फिल्मी बीट जो है बिल्कुल ओनली नॉट मुंबई, दिल्ली, इट हैज़ बिकम द ग्लोबल एंड ऑल द साउथ इंडिया एट द सेम टाइम. फर्स्टली टेल मी हाउ एक्साइटेड वर यू फॉर दिस प्रोजेक्ट. यू नो, बहुत मज़ेदार होगा काम करना, एंड एट द टाइम साथ साथ स्पेशल चीज़ें भी ऐड होती हैं व्हेन यू वर्क ऑन सच प्रोजेक्ट्स. टेल मी ऑल दैट.
Yeah, very excited. You know, one always hopes कि जब एक picture करने का मौका मिले, it is something that keeps your excitement on for many years, because you don't want to start a film and after 10 days into the film you're wondering, why am I doing this film? Actually, वो biggest fear होता है मेरा कि I'm doing a film which I am not excited about. Because even if after your excitement the film can go wrong, the people may say, what were you excited about this? So I think the least you can do is to make a film which you are excited about. And जब ये कहानी का discussion चल रहा था with my writer Divyanidhi Sharma, I thought कि that time the name Sitaare Zameen Par was not there.
What was the name?
It was untitled.
Okay.
That came organically later when we took it to AK sir. And I was very excited for this film. In fact, I told him कि यार ये कहानी मुझे direct करना ही है. You know, one hopes that one, like falling in love, that one falls in love with a story which kind of obsesses you.
Yeah.
And you're constant, because even if your shooting takes place over a year or two or whatever, every day you should be the one person who's excited about it. So like you asked me about interviews, I'm excited for every interview because this is a story I want everybody to see. And you're helping me get it to people.
And I'm just so glad doing that, because of course it has become important to you know, having a conversation with the people who are making the films, be it coming to the forefront or people who are working at the, you know, back front and all. But Prasanna ji, your body of work is not very कि भाई 50 फिल्में 10 फिल्में, it's not like that. You have been very selective about the things. तो क्यों?
यार वही यार वो डर होता है कि लोग ये ना पूछे कि क्यों किया ये पिक्चर, ये बता पहले.
Very Aamir Khan thing you have in you, huh?
Maybe because I've grown up admiring him. Yeah. And also my other my where I come from, Chennai, like I'm a Kamal Hassan Bhakt. Not even a fan, I'm a Bhakt of Kamal sir. So even he's very particular, he's very choosy. So when I actually saw Aamir sir first time on the screen for Lagan, तो मुझे actually वो feeling मिला जो कमल sir के साथ मेरा एक fan का relationship था. I felt like here is Aamir sir who's going out there and making a film so difficult like Lagan.
Yeah.
कितना belief होगा एक और director के ऊपर, आशु sir के ऊपर. तो I remember that time thinking, in my life here I want to meet him once and tell him thank you for Lagan. इतना ही मेरा ख्वाब था, मेरा dream था. So I think it's very important. I think I have said this, that he is the principal of the school to which I want to be a student. So he is also very particular about that, because I think हम सबको ये लगता है कि यार, see, filmmaking is a very difficult process, right? गुड फिल्म, बैड फिल्म, हिट फिल्म, फ्लॉप फिल्म हमारा हाथ में नहीं है. पर आर यू टेलिंग अ स्टोरी विच यू आर एक्साइटेड बाय फर्स्ट, फॉरगेट अदर्स. तेरा अंदर ही एक्साइटमेंट नहीं है तो तू क्या करो. इट कुड, आई रिमेंबर आशु सर सेइंग इन मेकिंग ऑफ लगान बुक, स्पिरिट ऑफ लगान, दैट आई वांटेड टू मेक एटलीस्ट वन फिल्म वेयर आई फील कि यार मुझे ये कहानी बोलना ही है. मे बी आई एम द ओनली पर्सन हु लाइक्स इट एंड मे बी आमिर इज द ओनली पर्सन हु लाइक्स इट, बट मुझे ये करना ही. I think that obsession is what you hope for.
But Aamir, do talk about the recent trends that we've seen of the Indian business films, right? जितने भी module है वो अलग है ना? From the basics of the business of the films that we see in other countries. It is more of कि आप film देखने आए हैं theaters में, कोई बात नहीं आप नहीं आ रहे तो अगले हफ्ते हम आपके घर तो आ ही जाएंगे through satellites or OTT or however. So do you take interest in understanding the business of the films? If yes, have you ever had a word with Aamir on that? कि हाँ, he has said that हम जो इस फिल्म को बिल्कुल सिर्फ थिएटर के लिए ही प्लान कर रहे हैं.
Yeah, it's actually being with Aamir sir, you get a lot of perspective and you can learn a lot. So Aamir sir is very organic. Like he's a producer and director and an actor, and he knows the industry very, very, very well. And we all look forward to Aamir sir to show the way, right? Many times. So I've had a lovely time, just sitting in all those meetings and where he shapes his thoughts. And Waves में भी Aamir sir ने बोला कि this movie will come only in the theaters. I think he wants to make the communication very clear to the fan or the audience that, listen, watch it in the theaters. It's a theatrical experience. Come and watch it in the theater. And that is very, very important communication. Because if I'm an audience and if I get this communication, then I'm also clear that, okay, theater में मुझे मिलेगा ये picture. I need to take my family to the theater. I think that is something that Aamir sir is very particular about. And I completely trust him on all his business thing, because his business sense comes from the love for cinema. He's an audience. For him, business, marketing and storytelling alag nahi hai. It's all the same. He's like a very traditional, old world producer जो दिल से काम करता है.
And I guess that works a lot ना. अभी तो it has become more of money centric and all of that thing. But as you come from the South industry also, you understand things. वहाँ का जो business model है और then you see यहाँ का business model. What differences do you find? Because South industry people and producers and the directors, they don't want us to watch the films and review it. They want कि जिस दिन release होगी उसी दिन दिखाएंगे ताकि review delayed हो और जनता ही decide करे सब कुछ. That is their thinking, which is also very fine, because we remember, I guess, Kalki and all of the film that we have seen from the recent time that have come in, we were not allowed to see the film beforehand. Usually यहाँ तो हम एक हफ्ता पहले, 2 हफ्ता पहले, we have seen लापता ladies a month ago, and then we were on embargo कि हम review करेंगे बाद में अच्छे से. So that is also a thing.
No, I also see Telugu cinema is different. Yeah. Tamil cinema is different. I made a very small scale Tamil film. So सबका अपना अपना normal होता है, as our film says. Each one has got their own things which work for them, which does not work for them. So I come from Chennai, for example. I have not much knowledge about Telugu, the way Telugu works, but I think each one has got their own way of things which work for them, I suppose. And as long as I stick to being an audience member and a director. I love creatives. Baki sab, there are better people than me to take care of business and distribution, all that. So I have no idea.
But Prasanna, that is very, basic, that as humans we understand this, कि ठीक है आज चांद है, कल सूरज भी उगेगा, फिर सूरज है तो फिर धूप भी जाएगी, शाम भी होगी. We all see all of that. पूरे दिन में सब कुछ देखते ही हैं. So are you prepared for that also, कि if you've made a good film understanding के साथ कि ठीक है यार, बड़ी मैंने मेहनत की थी, story भी अच्छी थी, सब ठीक था, but what if it fails? So what is your way of handling that if it does? Not this. In general, देखो, I don't want this to fail, but in general,
no, of course. नहीं यार, पर वही तो मजा है. वही तो, इसीलिए तो हम सिनेमा कर रहे हैं. Do you play cricket because you know the result?
Yeah.
You watch cricket because you don't know the result. When you're in love with someone, you hope that they love you back. Abhi, how is it any different from cinema?
Yeah.
That tension of, this is the person I love. Should I go tell?
Yeah.
What if I get slapped? What if they think I'm a creep? What if your brother zoned or friend zoned? वो रिस्क तो लेना पड़ता है ना लाइफ में. नहीं लोगे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. So I think I go back to my childhood heartbreaks and crushes and all that. The same butterflies in your stomach, na? When you are इसके लिए imagine if you say no, from now I will not fall in love because I'm so afraid that of the butterflies.
but
No,
people
but keep on
do
falling.
that also.
Which
वो
one?
कर लेते हैं, फिर लोग बोल देते हैं हम अब प्यार ही नहीं करेंगे, इतने टूटे हैं टाइप्स.
That works for them great. But I want to fall in love. I want to fall in love with stories. I want to fall in love with cinema all over again. I think that the desire
Yeah.
to find love, to seek love, to give love through cinema is a very strong desire. See what it comes from. Like I was telling recently also, nobody sets out to make a film which bombs. एक इंसान भी हो ऐसा जो आज मैं ना इतना बुरा शॉट दूंगा. Nobody does that. We all do it with the same desire for love. We all love applause.
Yeah.
We all want to go on stage or on screen and get love from the audience. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't happen, you hope to learn from it. You know, it's a heartbreak, but one has to learn from it and kind of.
But क्या बैठे आमिर सर के साथ, because आमिर खान की last 2 फिल्में didn't work out that much. Did he tell you anything? You know, of course, you will,
I think वो
as you-
publicly,
Yeah, he has
publicly he
mentioned.
has told because
Yeah.
see that the great thing with legends na, I feel is that they accept failure and success with the same
Yeah.
equanimity, right? वो zen like monk जैसे होते हैं जो उनको बहुत दर्द होता है या बहुत happiness होता है, they enjoy that, but they quickly come back into learnings. I think आमिर सर का वो बहुत fine quality है. Even in private he is told what he tells publicly कि वो बहुत analyze करते हैं कि success हुआ तो what is the actual reason for the success. Suppose a movie is not connecting, he actually sits with people, he analyzes, he asks everybody. And one beautiful thing about Aamir sir is that he listens to everybody. Every single person in his room, be it an intern or a child or anybody, can come to him. You know, I have been with him for 5 years.
Yeah.
I have heard so many bold questions asked to him. And I have felt sometimes, now I know that, sometimes I felt that, will Aamir sir say, please get out of the room. Like, itna harshly log पूछते हैं उनको because they love him. And they want him to. I remember when Sachin Tendulkar was talking about, there was a waiter in Chennai who came to me and said, sir, I feel आपका ये guard गलत है क्योंकि आपका stroke मैं देखता हूँ हर बार आप you are getting caught. And I have a feeling it's because of this. I'm a huge fan of yours and I know आपका stance wrong जा रहा है या कुछ तो ऐसा बोलो. And Tendulkar actually went, got it checked and figured out he was right. He was a waiter in Chennai Taj. And next time he came to Chennai Taj, he credited that man saying, यार तेरे वजह से मैं फॉर्म पे है. सो आई थिंक लेजेंड्स उनके पास ईगो नहीं होता है. उनके पास लर्निंग का बहुत एबिलिटी है. लर्निंग, दे गेट एक्साइटेड विद लर्निंग. आई हैव सीन सो मेनी पीपल हु हैव ट्रैवल्ड विद मी, राइट? दे ग्रो ओल्ड बाय द टाइम दे आर 30 बिकॉज दे फील आई एम एन एक्सपर्ट. कोई भी ऐसा नहीं है who I have to learn from. But I think why Aamir sir is young is because he learns even from a child.
That's true. But there's a very famous statement which goes in the industry where actors says that we are directors, actors. What do you mean by that? You are a director, but yeah. So I would
Director's
have
actor as in, what does it mean?
They say no, ki we are not acting. We do whatever director says us to do.
If somebody says that, I'll be scared to work with him. If you're doing everything what director does, that means आपका कुछ, you're not having your own input or involvement. I think I would love I love to work with actors who own the material, who are like people who love the film as much as I do. Who come to me with ideas, who say that, hey, can I do it this way? I have 10 options of doing this. What is this? I love questions. I love people who come with ownership. So I feel that I'm an actor's director, to say the reverse. I feel that all the actors I have worked with, it's very important for me that they feel safe with me. They feel that they can tell whatever they feel like. I feel it is a director's job to make an actor feel very safe and comfortable.
आपने तो पूरा उनो रिवर्स कर दिया.
हाँ,
है ना?
पर वही तो सच है.
But
it's a director's job to make you feel safe.
That is true. But at the same time, tell me your 3 favorite films of Aamir, apart from Lagan. You mentioned that.
Lagan all the time.
ठीक है, एक
लगान है. तो तारे ज़मीन पर, I would say Dangal.
Oh, wonderful.
And I would say in amongst his productions, almost every film, especially abhi recently Lapata Ladies, which I saw. Again, such a masterpiece by Kiran ji, and a great producer.
You planning this to send Oscar and all? इसको भी भेजने का plan है आप लोगों का?
I have no idea. Boss will decide everything.
But you would love अगर ऐसा होता है तो आपको अच्छा तो लगेगा ना?
मैं कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला भाई, बस रिलीज होने दो. I think right now, genuinely in my mind, what is there is that
अच्छे से release
the audience should love it. That is very, very important. I think one doesn't see so far in the future. जब release date इतना पास में है, the biggest fear in your mind is that is the movie connecting with people? Are people going to have fun watching it? That's all that matters.
Tell me the selection of the cast, the 10 people that we have, who are actually the
Special
heroes,
people,
of the film. How was the selection of them? Was it written already, then you planned it, or you saw people and then wrote the stories around them? How did it happen?
No, so
like it's just, I'm curious. Like,
sure. So I was talking to Aamir sir early on, and it was very obvious to that we have to cast real people, right?
Yeah.
And I was asking Aamir sir for the confidence because, see, end of the day, I am confident that I will find the correct actors, but the scale at which we need, 10 Sitaare plus almost 70-80 of the other team people. So you're looking at 100 actors who have to be trained in basketball, who have to be comfortable in the camera. So for which somebody like Aamir sir, when they come as a producer, so he gave me the confidence. He said, come to Bombay, let's start the casting process, and ho jayega wo. Tu tera workshop kar, wo sab kar, you will get it. And his confidence came from his enormous amounts of interaction with the public through Satyamev Jayate. He's seen so many special people dance and act and all that. So I had a lovely casting director called Tess Joseph, and Anmol Ahuja also joined us later as a casting director. And with my team, we started, I think 2,500 auditions we would have done to select about
2,500. Okay.
To select about 10 Sitaare and all the other actors. So it was a fabulous journey. It would have taken us at least 10 months of casting, workshops. So every day in the morning they would come. We created a space nearby. Morning 2-3 hours they'll have acting workshops with me and my trainers. And afternoon lunch, then we used to create a nice space where they could sleep. And power nap. And in the evening they used to go for basketball coaching. So it was like a mini film school.
Yeah. And but what was the way of rejecting and accepting a person in this role? Because it doesn't. It has nothing to do with the acting. Majorly at the first place.
You asked a beautiful question. Actually, that was one of the most emotional moments for me, most traumatic moments for me, because in one level I had to feel, so first itself we told every organization that please understand that we are doing this film with a very pure intention, but we have only 10 people, and each of the 10 people have got a personality, a trait and a character, way they look, their height, everything is designed in the script, like any script.
Yeah.
So we will be meeting all of you, but we want to tell you right up front that ये आपका film है. You are not there in the screen, does not matter. So I apologize right up front. I said, पहले ही मैं sorry बोल दिया था, because unless the movie works as a movie, the cause will never get the weightage it deserves. So I apologize to all of them, the whole team. We made them understand that when we select somebody, it doesn't mean कि बाकी लोग बुरे हैं, ये अच्छे. It means that this particular character looks has got the person. It's a very random thing, right? So with that understanding, we started it, but it was very tough for me, Adi, because remember that we and my team are looking at therefore 2,000 plus people who are all trying to act, and they may not fit the exact. Like for example, Simran, who plays Golu Khan, she has all the things which are required for the character, but there will be some other actor who's good, but we can't cast. So that time I used to feel very, very bad about it, even more than usual. But that's part and parcel of, being a director. One has to do that. Yeah, but we ensured that wherever possible, we kept them in the film, and we try to include them in the film wherever possible.
If there are some scenes to be required, where
even we have so many actors in the film, and they all told me one thing, that don't worry, ये हमारा film है, तू जाके film कर, we are with you. The organizations have been extremely kind, and they're so excited for the film. I think that matters a lot to us.
With that, your message to people, of course, we are waiting for this. It has been talk of the town from last 2-3 months. अगर जनता जो है इंतज़ार में है और आमिर खान वापस आ रहे हैं, तो फिर हमें उम्मीदें रहती हैं. What is the message, Prasanna, to the audience?
I feel सितारे ज़मीन पर लेके आ रहे हैं June 20th सिर्फ theaters में, and I hope like you, I am also a big fan of Sitaare Zameen Par, and this film takes the conversation one step forward. I feel as a fan of Aamir sir that it's a quintessential Aamir Khan film, and I hope you will bring your whole family. And what this film promises to be, apart from entertainment, everything is hopefully it will make you happy to have come to the theatre with your whole family.
With that, thank you so much. It was
Thank you.
lovely talking to you, and I really hope you keep doing the wonders.
How sweet. Thank you. You're too kind.